Gamertag Radio presents E3 coverage. Hosts Danny Pena, Paris Lilly, and Peter Toledo are direct from the convention center floor.
So my name is Mark Skorsky. I'm a Senior Product Marketing Manager for Xbox Live. This is Bridget.
Hi, I am a Program Manager on Xbox Game Pass. I focus my time on publishers and members, making sure that they're healthy and happy with the product.
So as Donnie said, we do have a pretty packed agenda. I'm going to start off, talk a little bit about who we are, our vision, our history. I'll then talk about the console. Bridget will share some news about PC and Game Pass, and then we'll wrap things up and talk about game streaming. So if that all sounds good, we'll dive right into it. Here at Xbox, our mission is to empower every player on the planet to discover and play the games that they want, with the friends that they want, on the devices that they want. Whether that is an Xbox console, a PC, or a mobile device. It's seriously just an awesome time to be a gamer right now because gaming is no longer confined to one singular device. It's much more ubiquitous, it's much more cross-device, and it's based on player preferences. So at Xbox, we like to focus on the community, and we want to focus on player choice. We want to put the player at the center of the gaming experience and meet the player on their terms to provide them with great products, great services, and of course, great games. If you play with Xbox, you always have a choice. You have a choice to play on the Xbox console, on the PC, or on the mobile device. You have your choice from thousands of playable titles, whether you want to buy them outright or if you want to discover your next favorite game and subscribe to Xbox Game Pass. This year, actually at E3, we just announced 60 new titles, which is just mind-blowing, one after another. Half of those titles are available for PC. I personally am really excited for Spiritfarer, Animals on a Boat, as I've been calling it. It's a really beautiful looking game, and that's just my jam. In addition to choice to play video games, with Xbox you also have the choice to watch content about games. Right now it's an interesting time because for this year was the first year, I should say, that more people were watching games than playing games. So through our online live stream community Mixer, we help give players that choice to watch the broadcasters that they love and watch the games that they love. This year on Mixer, we eclipsed 30 million broadcasters and viewers, just total users, in a month, which we're very excited for. And that community exists across many different platforms, many different devices, so we can give people even more choice. Finally, when we talk about choice, it's very important to also consider our developers and the relationship we have with them. This year at Microsoft, we launched the Microsoft Game Stack. It is a program that... Oh my. It's a program that consolidates many different toolkits for developers and helps them build games in a platform-agnostic way. Some of these tools are things like Azure PlayFab and the Xbox Live SDK, so that you can build games where players can log in using their Xbox profile, earn achievements, and play with their friends. So we'll start off with the console. This is the choice that most people know us for. We've been a console company since 2001, ever since we launched our first Xbox, and we also launched it with Halo. And we're going to continue to be a console company. Console is a deep part of our DNA, and something that's near and dear to, I think, everyone's heart at Xbox. We are going to continue to invest in a variety of different consoles at a variety of different price points for different types of players. This year at E3, we announced our plans for Project Scarlet. This will be our next console coming in the holiday period of 2020. I think the video that you probably all saw, it really speaks for itself. I mean, this console is going to raise the bar on power, it's going to raise the bar on performance, and on speed. But before we get too ahead of ourselves with Project Scarlet, I think it's important to also remember we're making awesome hardware today. And this year we launched our very first disc-free console, the Xbox One SL Digital Edition. This is the most affordable console currently available from Xbox. It's a great way to just immediately connect to the internet and get instant access to thousands of games available digitally, either for purchase or through our subscription program, Xbox Game Pass. In addition to consoles, we're also investing into our console accessories using player feedback. So this year we're going to launch the Xbox Elite Wireless Controller Series 2. That's a bit of a mouthful. I like to just call it the Elite Series 2 for short. This controller has been rebuilt using player feedback. So we listened to our global community of players. We wanted to learn what they wanted, what works, what doesn't work. And what we did was we built a controller from the ground up that emphasized performance, durability, and customization. There are 30 features on this controller. I personally really like the adjustable thumbsticks. I play a lot of racing games, so it's nice to dial up and down that sensitivity between, say, Forza Motorsport and Forza Horizon. I also really like the Bluetooth functionality because that means you can use this controller on your PC, on your mobile device, even on Apple TV OS, and of course the console. So it's just more choices available in this controller. If you haven't had a chance already to go downstairs and try it out, it feels really nice. Like, it is a nice feeling controller. I am absolutely in love with this controller. While we're on the subject of controllers, when I talk about player choice, a big part of that conversation for us at Xbox is accessibility and making sure that all players have the opportunity to play. Last year we launched the Xbox Adaptive Controller, and we're going to continue to invest in this program and in programs similar to it. By the end of this year, we will have expanded to 17 markets that this controller will be available in, which is just, in my opinion, great. More players, more opportunities to play. As we say at Xbox, when everybody plays, we all win. We do believe that very firmly, and so programs like this are extremely important to us. So a lot of cool stuff for the console. Bridget's going to talk about some cool stuff. PC. 1 second. Yeah, don't.
Oh, I apologize. It's been a long week of talking.
Take your time.
Yeah. So there are a lot of really cool things. Thanks, Donnie. That'd be great. There are a lot of really cool things happening on console. I just want to reiterate before we go and hop in, you're going to continue to see a lot of really great things happening there. We're not forgetting about the console landscape. We really want to make sure that a console gamer has the ability to game the way that they want to, and we're going to continue providing that choice. But there's also a choice in where you decide to play. I know I don't just choose to play on console. I actually originally chose to play on PC. So my dad, actually, I used to watch him play Prince of Persia downstairs in the computer room. He would die on the spikes every time. It was very sad. But I eventually graduated to playing things like Detective Barbie or Secret Agent Barbie, and then cool things, came later. It's fine. But it really, PC gaming's in my roots, and just like it's in my roots, it's in Xbox's roots as well. We really know PC gamers, and we know that they're different than console gamers. They have different values and different ways that they like to play, and we want to make sure that as we go into the PC gaming world and say, what can we do for the PC gaming community, that we're really taking into account those differences and embracing them. So when you think about how a PC gamer really values an open, highly customizable platform, all the things that I'm going to show you today are really based around that. And it's based around additional feedback that we've gotten from the community as well. But I'm not going to pretend like we know everything. We're going to continue listening to that feedback. We're going to continue taking it and making sure that every single thing that we build is really built around the PC gamer and how they want to game. So with that, I'll go and hop into a lot of the cool things that are happening in the PC landscape at Xbox. So first, it's about gamer choice. It's also about developer choice. So we want our developers to focus on being able to create games that gamers love. And to do that, we're taking a step towards making that a little simpler and giving more choice to those developers. And so we are bringing support to native Win32 games in our Microsoft Store. So our gamers can focus again on building the games the way that they want to, and then they can transition into just being creative and giving great games. So on top of that, I mentioned it's also about gamer choice, being able to buy the game in the place that you want to. So right now, Xbox has a long-standing history of being able to play games regardless of the place that you want to play them. So if you think about our current Play Anywhere titles, being able to play them on both Windows 10 and on your console, it's something that we value. And so taking an additional step in that direction, we are bringing our first-party titles into third-party stores. So if a gamer really, really has fallen in love with a first-party title, but they really prefer buying the game on Steam, for example, they can now do that. We want to really make sure that it's about the gaming community and the game itself. It doesn't matter where you play or where you buy that title. It's just about the gamer and the game. In addition to that, it's also about how a gamer wants to play. So I know as a PC gamer myself, I actually do things that aren't just playing the game while I game. If you've played Stardew Valley, I spend a lot of my time playing with playlists that I made specifically per season. And so like my experience is really different when I have those playlists on, and it makes my experience better. But not all gamers want to do that. Some gamers want to do different things. And the new, totally revamped Xbox Game Bar really emphasizes those differences and helps create a customization to the way gamers play. That's really simple. So what you're seeing behind me is the new revamped Game Bar. It's the overlay. So when you are playing in-game, if I was in Stardew Valley, then I could press Win G and I can pull up Game Bar really easy without leaving the actual game itself. And then I can fiddle around with like my volume on Spotify to make sure I can still hear ambient noise, or if I'm a gamer that really prefers other things like social aspects of gaming, you can do that here too. So when you think about being able to message your friends, being able to share memes or GIFs, you can do that here. I know a lot of gamers really like to have a historical record of cool things they do while they game, right? So being able to record video while you got the really cool, awesome headshot in PUBG, that's a thing that you can do here. And it's all done really simply because it's in-game. Now, it is all about simplicity, so we also made it a little bit easier to get Game Bar. Xbox Game Bar is built into the latest version of Windows 10, which means that as a gamer, you don't have to do any additional work on your part to get the Game Bar experience, which is really awesome. It makes it really easy to be able to game the way that you want to. And on top of that, as a developer, there is no action needed to get Xbox Game Bar to work with your game. So also really simple for developers as well. We really want it to be about the gamer and about the game choice, and so we're really trying to create lower barriers here to get that going. Now, I'm going to pivot a little bit and talk about something I'm really, really excited to share with you guys. If you forgot, I am a PM on Xbox Game Pass, and so I've spent the last long time watching my team really, really work and slave away and pour their heart into something that is built by PC gamers for PC gamers, and that's Xbox Game Pass for PC. I'm so excited to get to talk to you guys about it today. What you're seeing behind me, that is a swath of content. That is really all Xbox Game Pass is about. It's about being able to deliver that discovery to a gamer in a way that they can find new things they love, find things that they know they already love. It's really all here, and it's all about that content and that discovery. So bringing Xbox Game Pass to PC means there's a totally new catalog. It's built especially for PC gamers to say like, hey, this is the content that we know you guys are going to love. We're going to put it here. And on top of that, it is still unlimited play. So if the game is in the Xbox catalog and you are a Game Pass member, you have unlimited play of these titles that we have. And the titles behind me are some of the ones we've already announced. There's a lot of really great things happening in there. We have developers that gamers love already, like Bethesda, Deep Silver, Paradox, Sega. We also have a lot of first-party titles in here, and we want to emphasize that the commitment that we have on console right now, that where you, as a Game Pass member, get our first-party titles on day one. We're going to bring that over to Xbox Game Pass for PC. So that means those first-party titles, including all of the studios that we've acquired, like In Exile and Obsidian, will be bringing their new content as premieres on Game Pass. So our gamers can play them on day one, which is exciting. I know I can be impatient sometimes, so it's nice for me. And on top of that, we have, as you see behind me, so many other things. We have over 75 publishing partners that work together to really help us create this catalog that has such depth and breadth that gamers can really discover something new. So I know, for instance, in here, I'm really excited for Pony Island. Pony Island is this little gem of a game that I magically stumbled upon, and it's really short and sweet and fun, and I never would it was a very long road to discover it. I think I found it probably on Reddit somewhere. And I know as a gamer, that was a really fun moment for me, finding a game that I didn't know about that I ended up really enjoying. And a lot of Game Pass is about that, being able to discover those new little gems that they didn't know they would love. And of course, the Game Pass catalog is so large that you can also find whole new genres you didn't know you loved. You might have thought you were a first-person shooter, but like, why not puzzles now? Because it's such a low barrier to be able to try a new game. Now, all of Xbox Game Pass for PC is in beta right now, And there is a second piece to this that is also in beta, and that's our new Xbox app for Windows 10. So what you're looking at behind me is the app that we built specially for our PC gamers, really centered around Xbox Game Pass for PC. So there are 3 core functionalities of this app, and I'm going to go over them with you guys. So this first one is at the Xbox Game Pass for PC tab. That's really about discovery. That's that moment. Being able to explore the catalog, have a place that it all is easily searchable in one location. That's really what this is about. You have the ability to look through different genres. There's even a random game picker. If you really have no idea what to play, you can hop in that way. So that some of the games in our catalog don't get lost. We want to make sure that all the titles are discoverable. That's one of the ways we really want to do that. In addition, we have the social tab, which works really well with Game Bar. When you think about having a conversation you want to pick up both while you're in game and out of game, this is a way that you can do that. It also supports a lot of like the basic functionality, messaging features, being able to message, being able to send GIFs, share memes, things like that. But the social tab is also really interesting when you think about it as a Xbox Game Pass for PC member. If you and your friends, even though your friend does not have to be an Xbox Game Pass for PC member to use this app, if they are, then you now have a shared catalog of content that you and your friend now have, exactly the same, right? So if you think about all the finagling you might have done with a friend in the past to be able to play a multiplayer game, that's significantly easier now because they already have it, because it's in the Xbox Game Pass for PC catalog. And this is a place where you go be like, hey, want to play this with me? Yes, just say yes. It's so easy, come on. And then on top of that, you can also tell, if you're chatting with your friends about Pony Island because it was so fun, it's really easy for them to go and play it right away because it's all in this one location. This third tab, this is our store tab. So this is where you go to purchase content as a gamer and add it permanently to your library. What I want to emphasize here that it's really about gamer choice. Some gamers want, when they find a gem that they really, really love, to make sure that it's permanently a part of their collection. They can do that, and they can do it through the store. The store will include all of the content that's in our PC catalog, as well as related DLC and related content to those same publishers. So if you find a publisher you love too, you can find their newest game here and buy that as well. And I will emphasize that as an Xbox Game Pass for PC member, you do get a discount on both the titles in our catalog, up to 20%, and the DLC, which is up to 10%. So this discovery piece, being able to then permanently add it to your catalog, is also a lower barrier because we make it a little bit more affordable for our gamers. Now, we know that not everyone chooses to just play on PC or just play on console, so we wanted to take a step forward and really giving gamers a choice in where they play as easy as possible. And so we've created this new Xbox Game Pass Ultimate subscription, and really it's all about gamer choice. So the Xbox Game Pass Ultimate subscription combines both the Xbox Game Pass for PC catalog, the one for console as well, and all the features of Xbox Live Gold. So it's a pretty big bundle of content that you're getting that you can then choose as a gamer. Where do I want to play? Who do I want to play it with? It can all be done through this Ultimate subscription. We'll, of course, continue to keep the PC and the console subscriptions here and available. We know that, it's all about gamer choice, so if you want a game with the most choice, with the best value, we really suggest Ultimate. But if you want to just play on PC, just play on console, that's also available. And I will say right now, it's actually only $1 for users and gamers to sign up for Xbox Ultimate. So that's something, it really is the best value for the best gamer choice right now. But it's not just about PC. We also have a lot of really cool titles coming to console. So you guys might have seen a bunch of the big ones we've been mentioning since Sunday, like Metro Exodus. I know people are really excited for. I'm excited for Hollow Knight because I haven't got to play that one yet. We have a lot of great first-party titles coming too, like Gears 5 or Ori and the Will of the Wisps, that looked beautiful during the briefing on Sunday. I was really excited to see that one. And there's also 20 ID and Xbox titles that will be coming, and those will be coming as premieres as well. So that means that the very first day that you get to play that game, Xbox Game Pass members will get to play those as well. I think that's all for me. I'll just reiterate real fast that we have a bunch of features that will continue to come to console and to PC, and We want to make sure gamers have the best choice regardless of where they play. Thanks.
I really like this one because it has a watermelon with a sword. I haven't played it yet, Riverbound, but...
A watermelon with a sword?
Yeah, it's a watermelon with a sword. I have to play this now. All right, before we stop for the day, I want to share some of our vision around game streaming. So if you're not familiar with game streaming, the best example I like to use is that, I'm here in LA right now. I don't live in LA. I live in Seattle, rainy old Seattle, and my console is up in Seattle right now. So if I want to play an Xbox game right now, I can't unless I brought my console physically with me and set it up, and that's not really too feasible. So game streaming is a technology which I can play an Xbox game that is streamed to my mobile device, and I can play where I want and when I want. There are two ways that we are approaching this technology at Xbox. The first is called console streaming. So this is actually streaming a game from that physical console that's sitting in my living room up in Seattle right to my mobile device wherever I am. And I can play the same games that are installed on that console. So whether those are games from Xbox Game Studios or a third-party game from another developer, I can continue to play them just on my mobile device. This technology, console streaming, is going to be a platform feature. It's just going to be part of owning an Xbox One. It's going to be free. It is a free platform feature that we are going to start in public preview later this fall. So keep your eyes open for more information as we get closer to that. The second technology is broader. This is called Project xCloud. So Project xCloud is the technology in which we put an Xbox into an Azure data center so that anybody can stream an Xbox game to their mobile device, whether they own one at home or not. So it's a broader program for more users. Since we last talked about Project xCloud, we have a few updates for you. The first one is that we're just scaling the program up. We have deployed Project xCloud Blades into Azure data centers in 13 new regions around the world, and we're going to continue to invest in growth and learning so that we have a great experience ready. The other big update is that we've started alpha testing. So many employees, such as myself and Bridget, have access to the technology. We've been testing it out. I get a couple laps of Forza in between meetings, which is really fun, but at the same time it's great because I can help the engineering team figure out what they need to build to make it a really great game experience. It's going to be a multi-year journey for us. We want to make sure that we provide something that is going to be the greatest thing that we can provide for gamers and enable some player choice so that they can play the games that they want, where they want, and when they want. So Project xCloud has the technical capability to stream thousands of games across all generations of Xbox with no developer action necessary. So if a developer wants to develop for Project xCloud, they just develop for Xbox, and we can take care of the rest. What this means at the end of the day is that our vision for players is choice. Players should have access to the same content, whether it's on their Xbox console or it's on their mobile device. So yeah, if you haven't checked it out already, please go downstairs, give it a whirl. We have mini demos available on the stage, and let us know what you think. Feedback is always super important to us, so we love hearing your thoughts. And with that pretty much wraps things up. I mean, hopefully you see Xbox as a way that opens up pathways to gaming across multiple devices and different player preferences. So we really feel that your preferences are our opportunity to make great game experiences. So we have time for questions.
Yeah.
And we're not going to answer questions about Scarlet.
No,
Okay.
Scarlet. No Scarlet
just heading it off.
That's a good one. No, my question is about streaming. Beta, is that worldwide beta or certain regions? Or how?
Well, when I say beta, I should reiterate, it's a public trial that we're starting.
Public trial, yeah. Okay.
So we are going to be, we don't have any information on exactly where we're doing that yet.
We're not sharing that yet. We'll
No.
as we approach the public trials beginning later this year.
Yeah, we'll
Okay.
work on that.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. I think we have a group ready, so we have time for about one more question. If anyone has any.
Yes.
About the streaming.
Yes, sir.
For example, I'm living in France. I want to play my Xbox from France. What kind of connection do I need to my phone? 4G is okay?
Well, I mean, we're not ready to share technical specifications or minimum specs just yet. In terms of connection, we have been saying that we're operating on a connection that is similar to that of video streaming, so that you would see on a service like Netflix or comparable. But we have Azure data centers all over the world. We're going to continue to invest in our infrastructure. We work with Microsoft Research to provide the solutions to all the technical problems.
And Project xCloud is designed to work on 4G cellular connectivity and Wi-Fi. And as 5G starts rolling out globally, we'll take advantage of that technology as well.
Okay.
Great.
All right, thanks.
Thank you so much.
All right, thank
Great
you
job.
for joining.
Thanks, gentlemen.
Thanks for listening to Gamertag Radio. Be sure to like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter.